Not guilty. That's the verdict a jury handed down today in the trial of 7 people connected to that standoff and occupation of the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge earlier this year.
The jury acquitting the 7 defendants of all charges. Fox 9's Lacey Darrow has been closely following this story for months, and she joins us live in studio with the latest details.
Roland, Michelle, the jury came down with a verdict just before 5:30 this evening, unanimously deciding to exonerate brothers Ammon and Ryan Bundy and 5 others of charges stemming from the 41-day occupation back in January. A crowd erupted outside of a federal courthouse in Portland, Oregon, as it was announced that 7 people facing federal charges in the 41-day armed occupation of the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge were all found not guilty on charges of conspiring to impede federal workers and possession of a firearm at a federal facility. Jeanette Finicum, wife of Lavoy Finicum, who was killed by 2 Oregon State troopers while on the way to a community meeting to discuss land right issues during the occupation, says she and her family are elated with the news.
We know that our Heavenly Father's hand was in this. We know that, and we're grateful that these people get to go home to their families.
Even with the not guilty verdict, going home will not be the case for Ryan and Ammon Bundy. A judge told Ammon Bundy's lawyer that the Bundys would still be held due to charges they face in Nevada, stemming from the high-profile 2014 standoff with federal agents, something that didn't sit well with Mumford. After demanding his clients be released, Mumford was hit by a stun gun multiple times before being tackled by federal authorities in the courtroom.
The attorney was tased and then arrested because he was arguing in behalf of his clients, as he should do.
The defense maintained throughout the trial that the group never engaged in an illegal conspiracy to keep federal workers from doing their jobs. Jeanette says while today was a win for those in court facing charges, she hopes the not guilty verdict today will also help her husband Lavoy receive justice.
We are and will be filing a lawsuit shortly.
As for what she says everyday Americans should take away from the verdict,
we as a people need to start standing for what's right, and not to be intimidated or bullied by the authorities in righteous causes. I mean, I'm not talking or calling for anarchy, but what I am saying is that we have rights. We need to get educated on what those rights are, and then we need to act accordingly.
Trial for the charges the Bundys face in Nevada is expected to begin in February, which is also the time the trial will start for 7 more defendants facing charges in the occupation of the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge. Live in studio, Lacey Darrow, Fox 9 News at 9.